Uh, I'm on. Oh my. I have to look up here. I have my laptop in my lap so I could see whether or not I was even on. I'm not going to be looking at my laptop. I'm going to be looking at my camera. Good evening. So, anyway, tonight we are going to be addressing the disease Alzheimer's. That's going to be the special we're going to be addressing. Then we are going to be, what I do to start out with is that I get you all started out by doing a sort of a little meditation to get you relaxed. So get yourself ready, get yourself on a couch or on a chair, on a bed, on the floor, whatever is a good place for you. After I do that, I'm going to tell you the way it goes. After I do the meditation, then I am going to do this release or healing of your mental and emotional issues or sicknesses. Then after that, I am going to do the Alzheimer's. After the Alzheimer's, I am going to do general healing, which will be us, all of the rest of us that don't have Alzheimer's are threatened with it. And it'll be a scanning of the body from the top of the head all the way down. And I've done it lots of times, so I can do it. This is music over here. I hope it isn't annoying to you. That's sort of to keep you in a good place. Now, I want you to know or to understand that the best thing for you to do is to get in a good place. And I'm talking about mentally in your mind. And the way you do that, I want you to go into this place I call the world or the field of love or consciousness and make your request for healing in that place. You ask your God, your higher power, your the universe for the healing that you want, whatever you choose to ask, whomever you or whatever you choose. And the best way to do that, where you can be sure you're in that right place, is to keep your hand on your heart. That is the best place. You're going to be in the best place if you are. And when you keep your hand on your heart, that's where you focus. That's where you're coming from. It's the place of love. That's what the heart is. So when we're doing this is where you want to go and where you need to go. So I'm going to start right now with the meditation. I can't turn you around like I could when I was using my cell phone. I could turn you around and show you the view behind me. You're going to have to look at me whether you want to or not. But I think it's a good idea to close your eyes no matter what. Because that sort of helps to go in that right place. So I'm going to start that meditation now. Okay? Close your eyes. I want you to feel your feet. The weight of your feet. Your calves. Your legs. Relax now. Your thighs. Your buttocks. Your back. Your shoulders. Feel the weight. Relax. Your arms. The weight of your arms all the way down to your fingers. And your head. Your whole body should be relaxed. I want it to be heavy. Now I'm going to heal your mental and emotional issues. I'm going to bring them right up out of your crown. We're going to pretend that you are here and I am there. We are one. In this modality, when you're in the field of love, there is no such thing as time, distance, or space. So you and I are one. Everybody is one in the field of love. There's no separation like there is in the field of time or the field of fear. There's all kinds of separation and division and and all, opposites, but not in the field of love. So that's where we are. That's where we're working. We're all in the field of love. We're doing this together. That's how I do this. Okay, I'm pulling up. Close your eyes. I want you to try to imagine this. Fear, anger, depression, feeling of helplessness, feeling less than, feeling discord, limited, lonely, anxious, worry, stress, hopelessness. I'm sweeping that all off now, off the crown. I pulled it out, sweeping it into the psychic garbage can. Now I'm replacing all that stuff I took out and putting, that was all negative. Now I'm going to put in positive emotions. Courage, fearlessness, joy, fun, laughter. You need all of this in your life. I'm giving you power. You might feel powerless. I'm giving you back your power. Giving you abundance, harmony, clarity, possibilities, love. Putting this all down in where you had that negative emotions. We're putting in these positive emotions into you. Confidence, wisdom, and trust. Now, wow. um, I'm going to work on the Alzheimer's. And the way I do that is I'm going to take and pretend that everybody or anybody that has Alzheimer's, I kind of hope you would tell you to tag people. This can be watched later. But I'm going to make that person with Alzheimer's this big as a pen, any size I want to, and I'm going to put that person in this hand. You can do this when you're a Reiki practitioner. You can do a lot of things. Okay. And I'm going to put my other hand on top of it and send Reiki to that whole body and mind. All right? Very important. I've lost a lot of wonderful people with this disease, friends. Okay, now I'm doing it this. I've spent at least a minute on it. Okay. That's it. Okay, now what I do is I separate myself from people that have the Alzheimer's. You do when you have um, when listen, I'm trying to see what's on my, trying to find out something, what's going on. People are sending me messages, but it's all right. Also, it tells me a lot about what the time is. Uh, okay, it's 10 minutes past 8. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the rest of the population, you people that are here. And you can watch me while I tell the way it goes so that you have an idea. And then I would close my eyes if I were you, because you can imagine it. And it's kind of better than just watching me. All right. But you can open your eyes if you have them closed, and you can watch the way this is done. I'm going to be at the top of your head like this. I start here. This is the crown. And I'll have my hand sort of away from the body, except when I get to the thighs. Then I start putting my hands on the thighs and the knees and the calves. All right. But then most of it is done, a lot of it is done with just my imagination. So I'll be going down. I'll tell you where I am. I'll tell you I'm on your forehead. And if you have headaches, that's where you want to, focus and ask the universe, higher power, ask the angels, archangels, and spirit guides to help, right? And with the healing. And this really works a lot for a lot of people. Doesn't work for everybody because not everybody is open. Not everybody, I don't get all that mental and emotional stuff. Some people are very sick. Mentally and emotionally, they're very difficult to work on. I'll talk about that later. So anyway, that's what it's going to do. I'm going to scan right down the body. So close your eyes, and I'm going to start now. Okay, at the top of your head, going down, the forehead, the eyes. If you have any eye issues, blindness, poor eyesight, macular degeneration, all those eye issues, there's a lot of diseases. Nose, mouth. One of my dear friends had cancer of the mouth. It was awful. She got over it. Chin. Hopefully she's watching me now, okay? All right, we're going to the throat. Then we go from the throat down to down below the throat, which is, I'm trying to think what it is. Good glory. Thymus, your thymus. What's going on here? Going down to the heart. Down below the heart is the solar plexus. You know what that is? Right above the navel. Put my hand there. Now my hand down below the navel. That's your sacral chakra or energy center. Below that, is your root. It's where your genitals are. Now I'm going to the thighs. Your knees. Your calves. I can go that far down, but that's about it. Now I'm going to imagine I'm going down to your ankles. I think I need a card table. Okay, now I'm going down to the heels of your feet. Down way to the bottom of your feet, to the toes. Scanning this whole body. Now I'm going to turn you around and stand you up in front of me, right in front of me. And I'm going to your hips. My left hand will be on your left hip. My right hand will be on your right hip. Your right hip. Your back to me. All right, now follow my lead. If you have hip problems, put that focus right there. I'm moving in to the back of your hips. I'm going with my thumbs. They're going to be in the bottom of your spine. My palms are on your back, and I'm going up your back. Thumbs stay on your spine, my arms stay on your back, and I go up. I'm going up. I am on your shoulder blades now, and I'll sort of go across your shoulder blades. Come back and go up on your shoulders, cross your shoulders, over to your rotator cuffs. Kind of hesitate there a minute because a lot of people have troubles with their rotator cuffs. Going down your arms, your elbows, down to the palm of your hands and your fingers. Now I'm going back up. See, I have to close my eyes to imagine I'm here, bottom of your neck, and I'm going up the back of your head until I get to the level of your ears, and I'm going over to your ears. If you have any hearing deficit, if you have tinnitus, pain of any kind, earaches, this is where you ask for help. One of my best friends, she got rid of her tinnitus that she had had for years with this. Her audiologist couldn't believe it, so don't doubt this. Okay? Now, there are certain things you have to do when you have a lot of anger. It's okay to be angry, but you just don't want it to define you. If you hang on to it, it's going to define you, and it could well destroy you. And I've seen that happen to people. So what I want you to be sure to do, if you have anger issues at all, is get yourself in a room where there's nobody around. Find yourself a pillow and beat up on it. If you're angry at a particular person, you can beat up on that person, as long as that person isn't around. You can beat up on that person when you beat up, and you can scream and holler and call names and do all those things. Do it until you get it out of your system. Now, don't do it all day because then you become defined by it again. Do it to a certain limit. Be sensible and reasonable about it. All right, and just wear yourself up. If you have to do it 2 or 3 times to get rid of it, just go back another time and do it. But the thing that I want you to know, that if you have aimed this at any particular person, you've got to remember that person you have aimed it at, whether it's your sister, brother, aunt, uncle, mother, father, whoever. All right. You have to remember that in the world of love, they are like you. They are perfect. They are God's children, and we are all equal. So what you need to do is go right into that world of love, put your hand on your heart when it's finished, and tell that person you love them, just so that you get that straight with that person's spirit. I think that's very important. Don't ask me where it came from. It came right to my head one day. So be sure to do that. I think it's very important. You can do that with a lot of, resentment. There's, forgiveness. People have a hard time with forgiveness. Go into that room and if you're not able to forgive somebody, you can tell them all the reasons why. But you know what? You have to get over that because, all right, if you're not forgiving other people, you are not forgiving yourself, because this is in the world of love we're talking about. Everybody's equal. This is not for them that you're forgiving them. You're forgiving them for yourself. You're getting over the anger for yourself because you don't want any of that to define you. You do not want any of it to make you into some kind of emotional cripple or physical cripple. It can do it. So that's my message for tonight. I don't think there's anything else that I need to talk about. I do want to thank you for coming by. And if you're here, all you people I sent messages to, if this is a good time to subscribe so that you get a notice the next time I come on. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this to a close. I have to look down here to do it.